We're going to kick things off with a great mixologist by the name of Sean Supree. There's Sean. Sean, there he is. Big round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. Hi.
Yeah, welcome. So we're going to get that music might be in the way a bit, so come on in. It's going to be a great night. Sean owns Midnight Mixology. He has a booth here this year, which I'm sure he's too modest to mention, but I will for him. So,
No, that was definitely part of the speech, yeah.
Okay, well, take it away. Enjoy.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to TasteX 20... What year is it now? 2026. Hey, all right. We did it. We got this far. Glad you guys are here. I'm the first presenter tonight. Tonight we're going to do a couple drinks, including the Espresso Martini. The way that I approach cocktails is I try to learn as much about the drink in question as possible. So when researching like the Espresso Martini and its history and why it's so very popular, I came to the conclusion that it's actually a riff on a well-known and established cocktail known as the White Russian. So I'm going to start today by making a couple White Russians, a traditional White Russian and an improved White Russian, in my opinion. And then we'll move on to the main event, the Espresso Martini. To make a White Russian, very simple drink. It doesn't require a ton of technical know-how or anything like that. You just simply need a low-ball glass and some ice. We're going to build this drink right in the glass. We don't even need a shaker or a stirring glass. We're just going to put it right in the low ball. And then we're going to use 1.5 ounces of coffee liqueur. And we're going to put it right on an ice cube, which is really cool. Hey, I made it, all right. And then we're going to drop our jigger. We're going to do 2 ounces of vodka. So the deal with vodka is the very best vodka in the world is going to be tasteless, odorless, and colorless. So whenever I pick a vodka, I always go with, I try to go with as local as I can. So this is Junction 56's vodka, nice Ontario company. Now, with this here, I'm going to punch it up a little bit. Traditionally, this is all you would put in your glass. I'm going to use some chocolate bitters just to, chocolate's great with coffee. Chocolate's great with vodka. So I'm just going to add a little bit of my chocolate bitters in there. And then we're going to give it a quick stir. So what we have in the glass right here is a Black Russian. Not incredibly popular because the White Russian is so much more popular. White Russian, of course, gets topped with cream, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. So it needs to be cream. If we're going to use milk, whole milk or otherwise, it will curdle. Now, it's going to curdle with the cream as well. It'll just curdle a lot faster without the fat content. So we need a high fat content, the highest fat you can get with your cream. And we're going to go with 3/4 ounce of that. And we get this really cool, iconic, like swirling and cascading behind the. Hey there. We're gonna get this cool, like the cascading in the glass. It's very beautiful. But the reason that the cream does that when it interacts with the alcohol is it's actually curdling. So while it does look beautiful, if you're going to drink it quickly, it's going to be delicious. But if you let it sit for a while, and you can already see, well, I don't know where the camera is. Hey, the camera's right there. Hey, all right. We can already see on the top that the cream is, in fact, curdling already. And that's just science. There is a way we can prevent this. And the way to prevent, so we can slow the curdling process down by chilling the cream. And how we're going to do that is we're just going to shake the cocktail. So, start with a scoop of ice. We're going to do the same ratio. We're going to do 1.5 Kahlua. 2 vodka. And then look how good I did at opening this cream. Man, it's like I'm a professional.
You are a professional.
It's something like that. And then, yeah, 3/4 ounce of cream dumped right in there. And now we're going to shake it. So when we're shaking it with ice, not only are we diluting it, we're adding air to the mixture, and we're also chilling the whole thing. The ice that's in the shaker, that's known as dirty ice, and most bartenders are not going to use that in the final product. The only exception to that would be a margarita. That's called a dirty pour. And I honestly am not sure why the margarita gets a pass on using the dirty ice, but it does. So it looks more like a mocha, but it's all one thing. It's not curdling. It will eventually, like if you're going to take an hour to drink this thing, yeah, it's going to start to, bind up. But it's going to be, the whole flavor is all in one drink. So you can see this is already starting to separate. Yeah, so it's not as pretty as the traditional, I'll give you that. And even like, how long have I been talking? Like 45 seconds, 2 minutes or something? And we've already lost the beautiful cascade. If we agitate it a little bit, you might get a little bit more. Whereas this will stay the same color, it'll have the same consistency, and it won't curdle. And you can enjoy it. You can enjoy it for a lot longer. So that is the 2 ways that I would make a White Russian.
How do you think it tastes?
How do I think it tastes? Well, I know what it tastes like. Would anyone else like to try some of this? All right. Carol, would you mind getting me some more sample cups?
Sure.
All right, cool. Now, here's the deal. You're going to have to get what you get, I've got 2 here. There we go. Handy Hawthorne strainer. I'm going to throw these right here.
Samples are coming.
Samples are coming. Would you mind bringing those out to some folk? Thank you. We're doing this impromptu here. It's going to be like school. I want you to take one and pass it around.
We've got some samples that are being made backstage right now, but we'll share a few of these since Sean has already made them.
And I can't. I'm working. I don't know if you guys noticed. I shouldn't be drinking 2 full pours.
Oh, they're bringing out the martinis.
Oh my gosh, we're ahead of schedule. Okay.
We're ahead of schedule.
We're ahead of schedule.
Hang on to that martini. We're going to do a toast. So just have a minute with that martini, and we're going to do a group toast. There's lots, don't worry.
If anyone walking around wants to have a nice drink on the house, swing on by. That one's broken.
Okay, so we're going to do this.
Best deal of the show right here.
Best view of the show.
All right, what does everyone think so far? Are we fans?
So we're going to do a toast.
All right.
I'll take one.
The dude abides. Of course, the White Russian did fall into obscurity in the 90s until The Big Lebowski came out and kind of gave it a revitalization. The same can be said about the Old Fashioned. The Old Fashioned was kind of out of style until Mad Men came out, and suddenly that's what everybody wanted. Or they wanted Don Draper, one of the two, I don't know.
So to kick off TasteX 2026, we're going to raise our glass on Sean's toast, and we're going to take a picture.
All right.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay. TasteX 2026. Here's to new experiences and safe experiences. Try something you haven't tried before, and have a good night.
Fantastic.
All right, now on to the main event. The reason we're all here, I'm going to rinse out my cup because it's got cream in it. So I have a funny story. This Christmas, I was hanging out with the in-laws, and my brother-in-law, who notoriously likes chocolate milk, asked me to make him a White Russian with chocolate milk. And I thought, hey, that's a really good idea. So I did, and it was really tasty. But you know, it was a skimmed chocolate milk, so it absolutely curdled. And that's what we're learning today. Okay? I did shake it. Oh, yeah. He should have just cement mixered it real quick. Jake. All right. Now, the reason we're all here today, the Espresso Martini, the most popular cocktail in North America, if you don't include the margarita, because long live the king, no one will ever topple the margarita. I made this drink last year, and it was quite the hit, and was actually requested that I make it again this year. So here we are. We're going to start with ice. Just like so. All right, and now we are going to go with... So a traditional espresso martini, most bartenders are going to do 2 ounces of vodka, 1 ounce of Kahlua. Now, as I said in the last segment, that vodka by its very nature should be flavorless, and I'm all about flavor. What it does add to the drink is body. If you just used Kahlua, it's going to be very sweet to get yourself diabetes. So I'm going to split the difference, and I'm going to go 1.5 ounces of each. If you want to make yourself a smaller drink, you might go 1 ounce of each. I'm going to add the chocolate bitters for this party too. That's something a little bit different that most bartenders don't do. But like I said earlier, chocolate is really great with coffee. So I'm going to go with 3 dashes of my chocolate bitters. These are Midnight Mixology brand chocolate bitters.
And they're really good.
Thank you. And you can buy them at my booth, which is actually just right over there. I'll be over there after we're done today. Who's this guy? Okay. My team needs them. They're out back there shaking it up. All right.
So Sean, we're handing out the recipe cards.
Yes.
So you're getting a copy of the recipe. And if you flip it over, I just want to do a plug.
Go ahead. Go for it.
TasteX, this is the beginning of a series of taste adventures. So on the back of that recipe card, you'll find some upcoming dates about some other taste experiences and adventures.
That's right. I'm not sure if I'll be there at those ones, but I'm here tonight to make espresso martinis. So we're going to sweeten it up a little bit. I'm going to use 1/2 ounce. No, I'm going to use 1/4 ounce of Demerara syrup. Demerara is a natural sugar. It's naturally brown. It's an unrefined sugar, so it's got a lot of natural molasses in it, which is really great with aged alcohols as well as coffee. So it's going to pair really nicely with the coffee. And incidentally, with the coffee, this is where I differ quite a bit. This is where bartenders will argue and put their own spin on things. What kind of espresso are we going to use? I'm not going to use espresso at all. I'm going to use cold brew coffee, and I'm going to use 2 ounces of it. This is cold brew coffee from Locomotive Coffee over there, right there. You can get your own after you're done getting mine. The reason that I use cold brew is a few reasons. First and foremost, it's meant to be served cold, unlike espresso. Espresso is meant to be served hot. And I find if you're going to cool your espresso, it's just too bitter, which is funny to say with coffee being by its very nature bitter, but you know, it's all about balance. The other reason is it's really cheap. You can either make it yourself if you plan ahead, make it overnight, or you can buy it at the grocery store for like $6 for a liter. And then the most important reason is I don't own an espresso maker. So yeah, I kind of got to make do with what we got. I do live next to a Tim Hortons. I know, I'm pretty special there. All right, now we're going to add the whole thing. Another really important part of the espresso martini is you got to really shake this thing, man. You can't just let it go like that. You want that froth, that foam on top, and in order to get that, we're going to have to introduce a lot of air to the drink. So the best way to introduce a lot of air to the drink is to really go at it. After you've done it a bit, you can kind of hear when the drink starts to thicken up. This bad boy here, this is a Hawthorne strainer. It's going to keep the ice out of our drink because this is a drink that's served up. And we're going to give it just a couple seconds here. You can already see the bottom half of this is already starting to darken as the foam rises to the top. If I did my job, and I definitely did, the foam will be definitely thick enough to carry the garnish, which is 3 coffee beans. The 3 coffee beans represent health, wealth, and happiness.
So you can eat the coffee beans.
If you're a madman, yes.
Right?
If you need that. If you need that in your life.
That extra hit?
That extra, yeah. I mean, what time is it now? It's got to be close to 7. And I'm here till midnight, so I might just have to bite on that. So, my team will be distributing espresso martinis shortly, but I'm going to go ahead and have a sip of this one.
Oh, they've already had them.
Oh, you've already had them. That's right, I did the toast already. Hey, what do we all think? Big fan? All right.
So good.
You guys are right, that is delicious. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. Everything you see here today, the shakers, the glassware, not the booze, the jigger, you can get all that stuff from me at my booth. Like I said, it's just over there on the other side of the curtain. No one's at it right now because I'm right here, but I'll be over there shortly.
And I just want to say, Sean's shop is at the market at Western Fair District.
Yep.
And you're welcome to come to the market every Saturday and Sunday. Sorry, I'm back here.
Yep, I'm up on the 2nd floor, right smack dab in the middle. I've got a much bigger shop there. I've got a lot more ingredients and equipment and a lot of knowledge. If I could be so bold.
So bold. Thanks for coming. Thanks for enjoying.
Yes.
Anybody have any questions?
Any questions, anybody?
No.
All right. Well, as I said in my toast, I really hope today, this is a celebration of food culture and drink culture and local of both of those things. I'd really appreciate it if you guys went outside your comfort zone, tried something you've never seen before, something you've never heard of before. You might find a new favorite. My friends over at Scotch and Ponder are running the cocktail bar over there. Go say hi to them and get something good. They have an espresso martini. It might be as good as mine. I don't know. Go and try it. Tell me. But for tonight, it's time for you to start shaking.